Good morning and welcome to the Ferguson Center. I'm George Hillo of the Theater and Dance Department, and it's my pleasure to take you for a tour of our Arts Garden. When I tell people how to get to the Arts Garden, I say come to the administrative offices of the Ferguson Center, the classroom portion, and enter the building, and I'll show you what to do then. Come on. I tell people to enter the building and to turn left at the water fountains and go through the door. Come on. Okay? Come on in. Welcome to the Arts Garden. We created this from an old abandoned courtyard in the Ferguson High School. We've actually just finished it last summer, 2011. We started work formally in 2005. Bob Goodhart, who was the longtime campus landscaper, and I designed this back in 2003, 2004, but work formally began in the fall of 2005. The first thing that we did was we built an enormous long French drain, 2 feet underground along this wall. Before that, the area was a swamp every time it rained. And since that time, we've worked, volunteers have come in on the weekends, students, members of the community, and with all donated funds, everything out here was donated. Donated funds, donated labor. We've, over the years, created what we feel is a beautiful resource for the art students and faculty of the Ferguson Center, and the public are welcome to use it too. Come on and we'll take a little tour. We have along here some birds of paradise that the grounds department donated, and when they bloom they're quite stunning. We have lots of wisteria, clematis, knockout roses. One of my favorites is the daphne. The daphne is one of the most fragrant flowers you could ever smell, and it's one of the first too. Very unusual. It's early March it blooms, and very, very aromatic. And we've got this violet lavender rock as a ground cover that's quite attractive. Right now it's the beginning of August, and the wisteria has long since bloomed. But when it's blooming, this place is just alive with aroma, with scent, and it's quite wonderful. A little bit of fragrant jasmine, still in bloom. And we call it the Arts Garden because we have art out here. And when you enter, you really don't see this piece until you leave. But this was by Michael Powell, who graduated from the art department here in 2010. And we have it facing this way so it's a surprise for visitors as they exit the Arts Garden. They'll notice that. Come on up, we'll see what the rest has to hold. We have a nice little seating area here from teak, nice teak furniture. And this is the plant that ate Cleveland. This is Brugmansia. This dies back every year, goes down to nothing. This is 1 year's growth. And in the fall, it has the most enormous trumpet flowers, enormous blooms that hang down. And it's really quite, it's quite impressive. It could be the plant that ate the Arts Garden, I'm not sure. Over here, sort of the centerpiece of the Arts Garden, is a fountain that was donated by the class of 2008. That was their class gift. And it's really quite a joy. It's just a nice little focal point. And if you look around, the seating area itself is wonderfully conducive for classrooms, for presentations. The music department has have recitals out here at noontime. Art students are often caught out here sketching, for heaven's sakes, actually doing art. Theater students use it for rehearsal. Occasionally a little bit of a sort of an on-the-fly performance. Clubs use it for meetings, student clubs, organizations, activities groups. And everything that you see out here, one way or another, has been donated. For instance, the swing right here was donated by the chair of the music department, Dr. Mark Reimer. The swing on the other side was donated by the Friends of Music, which is their auxiliary group, their support group. The CNU Alumni Society and the Theater Guild also made very generous, and their contribution made the arbor responsible, the pergola, the arbor, which is wonderful. We have a little bit of sunshine this morning. The sun is playing cat and mouse with us, but when the sun is shining, it makes there's a wonderful play with shadows here that makes mornings out here especially nice. And come on, we'll look at some of the other things. We have some freestanding pots. Every summer we plant herbs, and people are invited to come out and pick the herbs. In here we have thyme, chive, basil, mint, and you are more than encouraged to pick this. We have one of our guests right here is doing his own picking. In this corner, we have a little seating group. I've never seen anything like this before. It's a wonderful design by some Amish craftsmen in Ohio. This was donated by the friends and supporters of the Ferguson Center, but it's a little seating unit that swivels and glides, and there's a table between the two that makes it a wonderful place to study, or students go over their lines for a play. Dan Kuhn graduated from the art department in 2010, made this wonderful sculpture, Ephemeral Minutes, and I think of it as the artistic centerpiece of the garden. You can see it. We put it here on purpose so that as you enter from the hallway out there, it's in your field of view. It's always looked like Alice in Wonderland to me. And you can see the Chinese wisteria that's planted here likes it also. It keeps sending out its feelers to, it wants to take over everything. The seed pods make it look like the invasion of the body snatchers. And we have American wisteria, and every summer, of course, we put in hanging baskets, and this place is really just a joy. We think of it as the hidden jewel in the Ferguson Center, which is, of course, the jewel of this campus from the arts perspective. Bob Goodhart designed all the landscaping. I designed the hardscaping. I learned that word, hardscaping. Across the back wall here, we have Creeping Fig, which has done phenomenally well. It has really taken over, and we have to work to keep it trimmed back. Everybody is invited to come join us. We love the Ferguson Center. We love the Arts Garden. Oh, one of the things I'd like to point out, Jay Hutchins was a theater graduate from 1997. He's the manager of Brent and Becky's Bulbs up in Gloucester. And when he heard we had an Arts Garden, he donated, which is right in the spirit of the Arts Garden itself, he donated a whole lot of bulbs, plus these elephant ears that you can see across the back wall. That's really sort of a subtropical plant, but the Arts Garden has a microclimate quality because of all the brick in the patio, the paving. It stays a little bit warmer than the rest of the environment, and so it has a kind of a different zone, different plant zone, and we're hoping these things are going to last perennially. The knockout roses here that you can see in abundance bloom well into December, even up till Christmas. Everything does very well out here. We're just as pleased as punch with the Arts Garden. Theater students, Tom Watson and Katie Schmidt, who graduated in 2010, gave us the wind chime. And on days when the wind is a little more active, it adds a wonderful dimension to the already beautiful Arts Garden. So welcome, and I hope you'll be a frequent visitor. Come join us.